Hey everybody, it's Carrie and I'm super excited to cook with you today, and I'm going to feature my new favorite collection with Epicure, and it's the Holiday Feast collection. Think that warm, scrumptious, savory holiday feast, but you can make it in minutes, any day of the week, featuring Epicure's sheet pan. So we're going to use Epicure's cookie sheet layered with Epicure's silicone mat. This is not like any other silicone mat you've seen. It's got edges. So think all that grease or oil, it's not going to go over the mat and under and wreck your cookie sheets. It's going to stay on top, and it's easy cleanup, and it's juicy and it's delicious, and it's a wonderful piece of cookware. So sheet pan meals are the new trend this fall season. So think a take on the crock pot, but throwing all your veggies, all your meat, all your seasoning, throwing it on a sheet pan and popping it in the oven to get that scrumptious, delicious roast flavor. All right, so the collection I'm featuring is also on the front page of our fall winter catalog. That's how amazing it is. $33.75 for the Holiday Feast collection, and you're going to get our delicious sage and apple, holiday seasoning, turkey seasoning, and exclusive to this collection only, poultry gravy. Ah! Okay, so first step is get your oven preheated to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Throw your turkey or chicken breasts onto your cookie sheet lined with the silicone mat. And then you're going to drizzle it with just a little bit of olive oil on top of your turkey or your chicken breasts. And then you're going to season it with Epicure's turkey seasoning. So just take a little bit of this and coat your turkey or chicken breasts. Okay, now that those are all coated up and delicious, you're going to pop them into the oven. 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so while our chicken's in the oven, this is when we can start working on the vegetables. So I'm going to do the potatoes first, and you can do white potatoes. You can even add in some sweet potatoes if you wish. I'm just going to cube them up, and I'm going to put them in Epicure's silicone steamer. This is a high-grade, food-safe silicone. This is what we call the meal maker at our house. If you're looking for quick, easy, delicious, and healthy, Epicure silicone steamers are absolutely fantastic. They steam your food, they lock in the nutrients, and you can cook really, really fast with them. So I'm going to cube up all the potatoes, pop them in the steamer, and throw them in the microwave. This is going to pre-cook them, and then I'm going to toss them onto the baking sheet to give it that last-minute roasting flavor. I just want to show you here our 5-inch ceramic knife that I'm using for the white potatoes. Is a beautiful piece of cookware. Ceramic is super sharp. It's actually sharper than steel, and it will cut a mushy tomato like butter. We do recommend it. You use it on, the soft white potatoes, cucumbers, strawberries, things like that. I probably wouldn't use it on my sweet potato, but your soft vegetables, oh my gosh, watch this. It just glides like absolute butter, and it comes with a guard to keep it protected. So this is the 5-inch ceramic knife. Okay, so now that I have all my potatoes cubed up, the seasoning I'm going to use is Epicure's holiday seasoning. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of the holiday seasoning over top of the potatoes, and I'm going to put the lid on the steamer. Now I like to put the vent away from the handle so that prevents any steam hitting my hands when I take the steamer out of the microwave. And we're going to put this into the microwave on high for 6 to 7 minutes. All right, we got our chicken in the oven, we got our potatoes in the microwave. Now I'm going to prep our vegetables. So this is where you can totally decide what you want to do. I'm going to do some asparagus and some green beans. I love rinsing and washing them in Epicure's collapsible strainer. Check that out. It takes up no space at all. It's so wonderful. It's made of the high-grade food silicone, and it's very deceiving with its size. It fits a lot. So I'm going to throw all my green beans in here and get them all rinsed and washed. Asparagus, delicious, and I love Epicure's shaker. This is our shaker, and it fits a head or a bunch of asparagus perfect, because asparagus is like flowers. Think fresh cut flowers. You want to cut off the ends when you get home from the grocery store and keep them in a cup of water in the fridge, and they will last a long time. So treat them like fresh cut flowers. So I'm just gonna cut off the end again. I've already washed these when I got home from the grocery store. Take out the elastic, throw it in the strainer, and if you want, give your veggies another rinse before we season them and get them all cooked up. Okay, our potatoes are done. That was 6 to 7 minutes. So be careful when you pull it out. It is hot and it will be a whoosh of steam when you open it. But look at that. Those potatoes are looking awesome. So from this point, I'm going to open up the oven, take out our sheet pan, and I'm going to throw those potatoes on here. Now you could cook the potatoes from the start with the chicken, but I find during the week when I'm rushed and I don't have as much time, if I can do the pre-cook in the steamer, it's going to cut a lot of time. So I toss the potatoes on here and back into the oven. And now I'm going to use that same steamer because it was just potatoes, and I'm going to throw my veg in. So I'm going to do today, I'm going to do some asparagus, some green beans, and I had some leftover corn on the cob from Labor Day. So I'm going to take a couple of these, I throw them in the freezer, and I'm going to toss some corn in there as well. Pop on the lid, and I'm going to do 5 or 6 minutes in the steamer and get our vegetables pre-cooked. But before I do that, can't forget the seasoning, right? With this holiday meal, my favorite seasoning for these vegetables is featuring Epicure's sage and apple seasoning. This is actually a seasoning that a lot of customers use for stuffing, sage and apple stuffing. And I'm going to show you how to make some delicious stuffing bits in a minute. But I like to also use it on my vegetables. It adds such a delicious home comfort flavor. Okay, so while we're waiting for our vegetables to cook up in the microwave for 6 minutes, I'm going to whip up some delicious poultry gravy. And it is so simple to make our gravy. All you're going to do is take 1 cup of water, and you're going to take 2 tablespoons of the mix. Check out this spoon that I'm using. This is Epicure's 4-in-1 spice spoon. It is a tablespoon, a teaspoon, a quarter teaspoon, and half a teaspoon, quarter teaspoon. So it's 4 measurements in 1 spoon. $6, and it fits in every Epicure jar, which is even better. Now you can whisk it up from here, but I like to add just a little bit of Epicure's sea salt. All right, so whisk that up. Turn your saucepan on. I'm featuring Epicure's 10-inch frying pan. It's eclipse coated non-stick. So I'm just going to whisk that gravy up while I'm waiting for the vegetables to cook. Oh, and look at this. I turned on the wrong burner. See, we're not all perfect. So make sure you get the right burner on when you're cooking your gravy up. Okay, our vegetables are done. That was 6 minutes. So pull that out. Again, be careful. It's full of steam. Amazing, innovative piece of cookware, this steamer. I'm telling you, it'll cook vegetables, it'll cook chicken, it'll cook beef, it'll even pop popcorn. So pull out your mat, and you're just going to add your vegetables on top of your baking sheet. Spread that around. So that's been 20 minutes now. Your chicken is pretty much cooked at this point. So now I'm just going to take 5 minutes more, and I'm just going to give those vegetables that last minute roasted flavor. And at this point, I like to take another drizzle of olive oil and just toss that over the vegetables just to add a little extra flavor. All right, so our gravy is now done as well. And I'm not sure if you can see this here, but it is delicious, thick poultry gravy. It takes like a matter of 2 minutes to whisk up on the oven. Make sure you're using the right element, by the way. It is low cal, it's delicious, it's like guilt-free gravy because it doesn't have all the fat drippings, and it's perfect, you know, for the main event, a turkey or leftovers or this quick weekday holiday feast collection that I'm doing. I also want to show you this steamer. Look at this cleanup. So if you look in here, this is the sage and apple seasoning and the holiday seasoning that was on the vegetables that I cooked. Look at that. It literally just wipes clean. It is such an innovative piece of cookware. The one I'm featuring here is the multi-purpose. This is the Grand Supreme. It's our largest steamer, and it will do it all. Chicken, beef, popcorn, vegetables. It has a tray that comes with it so you can layer your meat and your vegetable on top. It also has the deep edges, so it allows you to cook with water. So think foolproof quinoa, rice, soup. Just set it and forget it. It is amazing. Love it. It really is the secret to quick, simple, easy, and healthy mealtime. Okay, I promised you I was going to show you how to make some holiday stuffing crisps. I call them stuffing bites. It's a quick take on stuffing. So what you're going to do is you're going to take some butter or margarine or whatever you'd like to use, and you're going to take some of our sage and apple seasoning. Sprinkle that in with the butter. Stir it around, and what you've got is sage and apple butter. Oh my gosh, delicious. Then you're going to spread that on, a nice baguette, or it's a great way to use, some leftover buns that you might have in your freezer. Think holiday garlic bread. It's got that sage and apple and that home comfort stuffing flavor. Okay, so I've got our bread all buttered up, and I'm going to put them on Epicure's crisper pan. This is a fantastic little pan. It's got perforated holes throughout it, so it really speeds up the cooking process and gives you that nice crunch. Think sweet potato fries. You can actually get them crunchy on this pan. Fantastic for home fries, great for your garlic bread, bruschetta, pizza. So I'm just going to put it on here. I'm going to throw it in the oven with our sheet pan on the next rack for that last 5 minutes of cooking. Okay, voila, about 25 minutes and our meal is complete. So check this out. We have delicious sheet pan, corn and asparagus and potatoes and chicken. We've got delicious stuffing crisps made on our crisper, and we have gravy over here that takes like 2 minutes, thick, delicious gravy. This is definitely a meal that you can make any day of the week in a matter of minutes. Enjoy!